You are surrounded by energy. It flows through you, around you, and shapes every corner of your life. But the strange thing is, nobody ever taught you how to use it. No one handed you a manual. You were born into a world that literally runs on energy, and yet you were left to figure it out on your own. Instead of helping you master it, they distracted you. They conditioned you. They trained you to believe that the outside world holds all the answers. And meanwhile, you watch some people move through life effortlessly. They seem to attract success, love, peace, while others, maybe even you, feel like you're pushing against some invisible force. Here's the truth no one ever told you. Energy isn't some mystical idea. It's real. It's foundational. And it governs everything: your thoughts, your emotions, your body, your results. Your whole life is being shaped by it, whether you realize it or not. Some call it prana. Others say chi or ether. Scientists talk about the quantum field. But really, the name doesn't matter. What matters is this: those who understand energy shape reality. Those who don't are shaped by it. For centuries, this wasn't common knowledge. It was hidden, passed down through secret teachings, guarded by mystics, alchemists, and esoteric schools. And why? Because energy is power. And power, when truly mastered, makes you sovereign. So if you've ever felt like something's missing, like some unseen force is holding you back, it's not just in your head. That force isn't trying to hurt you. It's just waiting on one thing: for you to take control. And by the time we're done here, you'll start to understand exactly how to do that. But first, you need to see the truth about what's been controlling you all along. Everything is energy. The breath you just took, the emotions rising in you, the thoughts you're having right now. It's all energy, and it's all part of a vast, interconnected field. But here's the problem. Most people have no idea they're in it. Like fish that don't know they're swimming in water, we've been taught to ignore the very thing shaping us. You were raised to believe only in what you could see, touch, and measure. But the most powerful forces in the universe, they're invisible. Gravity, magnetism, consciousness. None of them can be seen, yet their effects are undeniable. Energy is the same. It is the silent architect of your reality. It either carries you forward or holds you in place, depending on one thing: whether you control it or it controls you. Ancient civilizations understood this deeply. To them, energy wasn't just a theory, it was life itself. The Chinese called it qi, the Hindus called it prana, and in Western esoteric teachings it was known as the vital force. These weren't metaphors. They were the foundation for entire systems: Qigong, Reiki, Hermetic alchemy, Kabbalah Tantra. All designed to teach one truth: energy is programmable. It responds to intention, thought, and will. But today that knowledge has been buried. Modern science explains everything with machines, chemicals, and data. They map the brain, but ignore the mind. They track electrical impulses, but dismiss the energy behind them. That's not an accident, because people who understand how energy works, they can't be controlled. They don't rely on external validation systems or approval. They become self-sustaining, untouchable, free. But let's look at the other side. What happens when you don't control your energy? Well, energy doesn't just sit there. It moves, it flows, it seeks direction. And if you're not guiding it intentionally, it's getting pulled by something else. Think about it. Crowded room drained, doom scrolling on your phone, brain fog, tuned into fear, doubt, and negativity. Your energy is being scattered. It's not just life being hard. It's your field being hijacked by environments, media, people. Every single thing around you is emitting a frequency, and you're picking it all up unless you learn how to shield yourself. Without control, you're like a radio constantly picking up random stations, tuning into fear, anxiety, confusion, because that's what the system feeds you. And you were never taught to guard your frequency. You were taught to give it away. But here's the truth. Energy doesn't belong to those who steal it. It belongs to those who claim it. When you start claiming your energy, you stop leaking power into meaningless conflict, into self-doubt, into fear loops. You begin transmuting fatigue into vitality. You turn emotional chaos into clarity. You shift from being passive to being a force. That's the difference between the people who seem magnetic, who move through life with flow, and everyone else. It's not luck. It's not even talent. It's energetic mastery. They don't chase. They attract. They don't react. They direct. And maybe they don't even realize why. But underneath it all, they've mastered their energy. Meanwhile, most people go their whole lives without realizing this. They search for answers outside reading books, chasing goals, looking for approval, never realizing the thing they seek was already within them. But not all truths can be mass distributed. Some knowledge is too potent to be widely taught. That's why certain ideas can't be spoken openly. If you're ready to go deeper beyond what this video alone can cover, there's more. We share that in our free newsletter, Insights Academy. Sign up and you'll get a copy of the Kabbalion, not as a reward, but as a key to everything this system hoped you'd never learn. But even if you stop here, even if you only watch this once, you've already started remembering, because now you know the truth. Energy is not just something that affects your life. It's what's shaping it every second. And now it's your turn to shape it back. So now that you understand the force within you, the energy that flows through everything, the next step is learning how to actually direct it. Because knowing energy exists isn't enough. Applied knowledge is what creates transformation. The sages, mystics, and ancient teachers didn't just feel energy. They learned to store it, shape it, and move it with intent. They created entire systems for mastering this force. Systems that were never meant to be symbolic, they were practical, mechanical, and deeply effective. But the modern world treats these teachings like mythology. We reduced Qigong to stretching. We turned pranayama into just breathing. We made ancient energy systems sound poetic rather than seeing them as the operating manual for human power. Meanwhile, those who truly understood energy, those who practiced in silence, were shaping reality. One of the greatest Hermetic teachers, Franz Barton, said it best. Without control over energy, man is no more than a leaf in the wind, carried by forces he cannot see and cannot resist. Another mystic, Eliphas Levi, spoke of an invisible magnetic fluid that surrounds everything responding to thought and will like a living substance. And of course, Aleister Crowley, often misunderstood, defined magic as the science and art of causing change to occur in conformity with will. These weren't metaphors, they were instructions. Because once you control your energy, you stop being a leaf. You become the wind. But let's take a step back. What separates people who drift from those who direct one thing: energy mastery. Most people wake up and instantly leak their energy. They check their phones, scroll, react, absorb. Before breakfast, their focus is already hijacked by notifications, opinions, and low vibration noise. Without realizing it, their entire energy field has been scattered before they've even taken a conscious breath. But those who own their energy, they don't scatter. They laser focus. They direct every ounce of their presence like a conductor leading an orchestra. Calm, controlled, intentional. They aren't wasting energy on things that don't serve them. This is why some people seem to magnetize the life they want. It's not magic. It's not luck. It's alignment. Energy follows laws. Just like gravity governs the physical world, energy moves based on unseen principles. You're not exempt from them. No one is. The first law is simple. Energy flows where attention goes. Whatever you focus on, you're feeding. This is why people stuck in cycles of fear or scarcity keep getting more of it. It's not bad luck. It's feedback. Their attention, conscious or unconscious, is charging what they don't want. It's like planting weeds in your own garden, then wondering why nothing beautiful grows. But when you redirect your focus with intention, when you fixate on clarity, growth, peace, or power, your energy begins building momentum in that direction. And energy with momentum, that's unstoppable. The second law is this: energy doesn't respond to passivity. It requires direction. Hope is not enough. Wishing, dreaming, manifesting without focus, none of that creates real movement. People say they want to change, but they wait for permission, for the right mood, the right timing, the perfect plan. And in that delay, energy dissipates. But those who create real change, they command energy. They don't wish for clarity, they speak it into being. They don't hope for health, they cultivate it with intention. They don't long for love, they radiate it from within. And because they understand how energy works, they don't wait for results. They know reality is already adjusting to match their internal frequency. Throughout history, people like this were feared Because energy is power, and power threatens systems built on control. Those who mastered energy could shape health influence, perception, accelerate results, and move through time with an eerie sense of precision. And while those teachings have been hidden, renamed, or distorted, the principles haven't changed. They're just waiting for those who are ready to reclaim them. But here's the part no one tells you. Mastery over energy starts with mental discipline. You could have all the potential in the world, but if your mind is chaotic, your energy will be too. Because energy responds to thought. And your thoughts? They're either shaping your world or scattering your power. This is why so many people feel stuck. They don't lack intelligence. They don't lack potential. They lack control over the mind, and that means their energy is being pulled in every direction. In esoteric systems, the mind is everything. It's the artist painting your reality. But it's also the saboteur if left untrained. An unfocused mind weakens your field. Scattered thoughts send scattered energy. Negative self-talk reinforces limitation. And most people don't even realize it's happening. They go through life on autopilot, reacting, overthinking, spiraling into self-doubt. All the while, their energy is leaking into fantasies, fears, distractions, regrets. This is why ancient traditions made mind training the first step. The yogis didn't meditate to relax, they did it to conquer the mind. Hermeticists visualized not for imagination, but to program reality. Taoist sages practice breath control to unify body breath and thought. Because once your mind obeys you, your energy will too. And here's the real secret. If you can hold a single thought with clarity, reality begins to bend. Not out of superstition, but because the universe responds to energetic consistency. Most people send mixed signals. They want change, but expect failure. They affirm strength, but act in fear. They desire love, but carry shame. Their energy is fractured, and fractured energy gets fractured results. But those who truly know, they don't entertain doubt. They don't dilute their vision. They direct energy with absolute focus until the world around them has no choice but to respond. That's not about being superhuman. It's about being intentional. And this power, it doesn't come from shouting, grinding, or forcing. It comes from quiet focus, from clarity, from choosing what to energize and letting go of everything else. Most people will never feel that, not because they can't, but because they never train for it. They never realize that every notification, every emotional reaction, every mindless distraction is costing them power. But the moment you see it, you can't unsee it. You begin to protect your attention. You hold your focus like a sword. You realize your mind is the command center and your energy is your greatest tool. But focus alone isn't enough. Next, you need to understand how to move that energy, to use it, strengthen it, channel it with precision. Because energy is not just something to feel, it's something to wield. So now that you understand the foundation, the energy around you, how it flows, and how the mind directs it, the next step is learning how to strengthen it. Because energy isn't just a feeling, it's a resource. It's your power. And like any form of power, it needs to be built, protected, and used intentionally. Imagine energy like a muscle. If it's weak, it can't hold focus. It can't resist pressure. And it certainly can't sustain the kind of presence that shapes reality. But when it's strong, you feel it in everything. Your body, your emotions, your thoughts, your intuition, all aligned, all sharp. You've experienced it before, maybe during a moment of pure clarity, deep love, or intense focus. You felt alive, present, lit up. That wasn't a mood. That was your energy fully activated. The first key to building that level of power is conservation. Most people lose energy without even knowing it. They leak it through overthinking. They drain it in toxic relationships. They waste it on habits that give nothing back. Every moment you engage in something that leaves you feeling hollow, you're spending energy. And you don't get that back for free. Think about it. How often do you feel mentally foggy or emotionally tired, not because you did something physical, but because your attention was scattered? That's the price of mismanaged energy. But people who cultivate power, they move differently. They don't give energy to drama. They don't scroll endlessly. They don't argue over things that don't matter. They understand that every word, thought, and choice is a transaction, and they make sure every exchange is worth it. The second key is containment. Discipline is not restriction, it's the structure that holds energy in place. This is why great masters throughout history trained relentlessly, not just in technique, but in stillness, breath awareness. Because every moment of mindless reaction is a crack in your container. And if your container leaks, it doesn't matter how much energy you gather, it will always slip through your fingers. But holding energy isn't enough. You also have to build it. This is where practices like breathwork, stillness, movement, and visualization come in. They're not rituals, they're tools. Tools for charging your internal field, for turning that invisible force into something dense, magnetic, and undeniable. The body is a generator. The mind is the conductor. When the two align, energy becomes tangible. And when you store it intentionally, consistently, it starts doing something incredible. It begins to radiate. People feel it. They sense it when you walk in a room. Not because of how you look or what you say, but because your field is strong, full, and stable. You don't need to force anything. Your presence speaks for you. But here's where most people mess up. They try to force energy. They push, tense, chase. But energy doesn't respond to strain. It moves with rhythm, breath, and presence. The more relaxed and clear you are, the more your energy flows. This is why some of the most powerful people in the world appear calm, not because they're passive, but because their energy is in full control. Real power doesn't shout, it resonates. Now, once your energy is stored and strong, what do you do with it? You use it, not just for internal mastery, but to shape the world around you. Because energy isn't meant to just sit in you. It's meant to move through you into your thoughts, your actions, your creations. You're already using energy all the time. Every intention you set, every goal you chase, every conversation you have. The question is, are you doing it on autopilot or are you doing it with precision? Here's what separates those who create effortlessly from those who always struggle. The first group intentionally directs energy toward what they want. The second group spends energy fighting what they don't want. Most people are in a constant state of energetic debt. They're worried, distracted, doubting themselves, and all of that drains them. They think about what's wrong more than what's possible. They focus on limitations more than opportunities. And because energy follows thought, their reality reflects that. But those who master energy, they don't spend it reacting. They spend it creating. They hold a clear mental image of what they want. They charge it with emotion. They act with focus and trust because they know reality bends to certainty, not hesitation. This is the real law of manifestation. It's not just thinking positive. It's physics. Your energy field is a signal, and the universe responds to signal strength, not empty hope. This is why people with big vision often succeed. It's not just mindset, it's momentum. Their thoughts, emotions, and actions are all aligned, and that alignment sends one clear message into the field. This is who I am. This is what I'm creating, and nothing is stopping it. But there's a catch. You can build energy and still lose it. You can be powerful and still be drained. Because if you're not careful, your energy can be taken. Not by monsters, by distractions, by people, by thoughts that don't serve you. We live in a world designed to steal your attention. Every notification, every fear-based headline, every unconscious behavior, it's all designed to pull you out of your center. And once your attention is gone, your energy goes with it. So the final step, guard your energy like your life depends on it. Because it does. You weren't born to be powerless. You weren't meant to be tired, confused, anxious, and stuck in survival mode. That's not your nature. That's the result of energetic mismanagement. But now, you know better. You've seen the current beneath the surface. You've felt the truth most people never realize, that your thoughts, your focus, your presence, these are all levers of power. And the more you practice, the stronger it gets. This isn't a one-time insight, it's a way of life. And the longer you walk this path, the more natural it becomes. So now comes the real question, what will you do with it? Because the path of energy mastery isn't for everyone. But for those who choose it, nothing will ever be the same again.